Hello, people. We're gonna do something different. So for this, we're gonna be going through my favorite and least favorite songs of every Bon Jovi album. So yeah, let's get to it, shall we? So starting off, also like the little rainbow lights. Yeah, I got these little rainbow lights in my room with the. Also comes with this little remote controller, but that is unrelated to the video. So starting off with the self-titled debut. I think it's one of my favorites. So, some of these, my favorite used to be the most famous one, but there's only one of them that my favorite is still the most famous one. So, my favorite one is gonna be the second, which is Roulette. Roulette is one of my all-time favorite Bon Jovi songs. Starts off with the riff fading in, kind of like a crescendo at the beginning where it gets louder, and then and then starts getting more powerful. So yeah, great song to start. Yeah. Now, my least favorite, I'm gonna have to go with "Burning for Love." It's not a bad song. I don't hate it. It's just that it's a little too fast for me. Way too kind of too fast for my likings. So yeah, next up is the sophomore record, 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, trust me, there are some great songs. Like, of course, the singles are good. But my favorite off there is going to be "Only Lonely." Again, another one of my all-time favorites. I love this song. David Brown, the keyboard intro, and again, kind of getting powerful again. But yeah, great song, and it was released as I think it was the first single. No, uh, no, I don't know. I don't know if it's out in an hour. I'm gonna have to look that up. You know one does. So yeah, but my least everything else besides the singles were and choose my least favorite one. It was tough, so I'm gonna have to go with "Secret Dreams." Cause that opening, oh my god. But rest of the songs, I kind of like it in a weird way. But yeah, the opening riff made it my least favorite. So next up, "Slippery When Wet," of course. Of course, we all know "Living on a Prayer." You Can Love a Bad Name, "When You're Dead or Alive," and "Never Say Goodbye." Honestly, "Living on a Prayer," "You Can Love a Bad Name." I don't need to hear those again, but I still think "When Dead or Alive" and "Never Say Goodbye" are great. But my favorite off there is anyways, so it's "Let It Rock." "Let It Rock" starts off with the intro. It was an intro. Of course, what a great way to start an amazing album. Richie and David Bryan. Yeah, I did that. Just because so yeah, it's great. I love every song off "Slippery When Wet," but choosing my least favorite on it was tough though. So I'm gonna have to go with "Without Love." Of course, I love that song, and I'm starting to feel like it's starting to get a little bit better than "You Could Love a Bad Name," "Living on Prayer." So yeah, that is "Slippery When Wet." Next up, New Jersey. Now, my favorite one is still "I'll Be There For You." It used to be "I'll Be There For You," but still "I'll Be There For You." What an amazing power ballad. But yeah, New Jersey, what an amazing album. I love this album. One of my favorites. Well, New Jersey, one of those albums that choosing my least favorite on it. Well, it was easy. It was easy choosing my least favorite. I'm going with "Homebound Train," which again, I don't hate it. Again, same with like something like "Secret Dreams," that I kind of like it in a weird way, but it sounds like heavy metal. It's like trying to become thrash metal, kind of like Kiss's song "Parasite." Next up, it's another one of my favorites. Keep the Faith. Uh, my favorite on there is In These Arms. Again, another one of my all-time favorites. Um, it kind of sounds like a ballad, but it's not. It's not really a ballad. It kind of sounds like a ballad. Well, Keep the Faith is another one of those albums that choosing my least favorite was a tough one, but I'm gonna have to go with a little bit of soul. It sounds like sounds way too country for my likings. Which, to be fair though, I don't listen to country, but it kind of makes sense to do something for an end. But it's just average. But I do really kind of so. All right, next up, These Days. Of course, the first one without Alexander Such. Uh, besides the first half, it's just a fine album. Some people say it's like their best album, but my favorite off of there is gonna be Something for the Pain. What a great song, and the chorus. Oh my god, chorus has got to be one of the best choruses that Bon Jovi came up with. That is so good. Yeah, and I I think Damned might be my second favorite. I know pretty much a hot take. Damned to get so much hate. Damn is like one of the more hated ones. I don't know what it is. It's a great song. Now for my least favorite. It's of course it's gonna be something for the second half. I'm gonna have to go with Hearts Breaking Even. Like, but the second half, first half is like solid rock, but and then the second half is like, oh my god, it's like they're trying to be like Queens's Made in Heaven. So mellow. Alright, next up is Crush. Another one of my favorites. Um, It's My Life, of course. The comeback song. Honestly, I don't even hear It's My Life again. I used to listen to It's My Life a lot, but now I don't need to hear it again. But my favorite all there, I'm gonna go with "Thank You for Loving Me." Again, now one of my all-time favorites. Great ballad. And it's starting off with a little slow piano intro by David Bryan. But yeah, great song. And then my least favorite, would you look at that? It's another song that is mellow, which is "She's a Mystery." Again, another really mellow song. But do I hate it? No, I don't. I don't hate it, but it's just average. It's just your average mellow. Next up, it's Bounds. Uh, so my favorite off there, I'm gonna go with Everyday. Very good, fast-paced, early 2000s pop rock song tune. Yeah, what a great song, and again, saying it's my life. I used to listen to it a lot, but it's still great. But yeah, great song. Now, oh my goodness, you would not believe what my least favorite off there is. You guess it? It's another song that is mellow, and that is Open and Light. That is 3 albums in a row that are my least favorites. Something that is like really mellow. Like, are you trying to make one song mellow? I don't get it. It's like you're trying to be like Queens is Made in Heaven. Next up, another one of my favorites. However, this one was close to my top 5. If you see my Bon Jovi album ranking video. Have a Nice Day. My favorite off there is going to be Story of My Life. Starting off with a little slow keyboard intro by David Bryan, and then it starts getting more powerful after the keyboard intro. Which after that, that's what makes it my favorite. Now again, it's another one of those albums that choose my least favorite was tough though, so I'm gonna have to go Wildflower, which is the least popular one. But hey, at least it's not mellow. It's not a bad song though. Alright, next up is Lost Highway. This is the country album, and just because of that, it's not one of my favorites. There's some good songs, but my favorite off there is the title track Lost Highway. Great song. I do like it a lot. Yeah, another great way to open an album. Now, my least favorite, I'm gonna have to go Seat Next to You. I know some people like it, but I just don't. All right. This again is just way too mellow. Of course, it's what. Of course, that's the whole point of country, right? Next up is The Circle. This is a comeback after the missive of the home country album Lost Highway, but my favorite off there, I'm gonna go with Work for the Working Man. Great track. Another good one is We Weren't Born to if a anything else that I would say like We Weren't Born to Follow and Superman Today. You guys are gonna get pissed off at my least favorite, but I'm gonna have to go with When We Were Beautiful. It's again another song that is so mellow. Can we stop with the mellow songs, please? I don't get it, but yeah, I knew you guys are gonna be like, oh, why did you put When We Were Beautiful as your least favorite? I'm sorry, okay. Next up, What About Now? I don't have What About Now, but yeah, there's some great tracks like, but my favorite is the title track, What About Now? Yeah, great song, really great pop rock tune. It is the most pop sounding album. Yeah, again, this one, same with this one, my least favorite, same with the circles. You guys are gonna get pissed off. We're probably all gonna unsubscribe now, but my least favorite, I'm gonna go with Amen. Man, again, another song that is so mellow. Stop with the mellow songs. That's all I have to say. Now for Burning Bridges, again, I don't have Burning Bridges as well, because my 30 least favorite ones I don't have. Now this one, there's yeah, the first 30 were good. But my favorite out of the first three tracks, I'm gonna go with Teardrop to the Sea. A great ballad to start the album. Now my favorite, oh my god, you won't believe it, another mellow song, and that is Blind Love. Stop with the mellow songs, please! You do not need more mellow songs. Alright, next up, This House Is Not For Sale. This is the only good 2010 Bon Jovi album. My favorite off there, um, now, choosing my favorite off there was Toto. So, um, but I'm gonna have to go with Living with the Ghost. Even though choosing my favorite off there was a tough one. Is either Live with the Ghost or God Bless This Mess. But I ain't living with the ghost. Da, 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 da. Great song. Now my least favorite. I'm gonna have to go with Scars on this guitar. I mean, I don't really hate it. It's just, again, it's not as mellow as the other ones, but it's a pretty good ballad. It's a pretty good ballad. When was it? Yeah, it's before God Bless This Mess. Next up, again, I don't have 2020, because it's my least favorite. My favorite off there, I'm gonna go with Unbroken. Great. And fun fact, Unbroken actually came out in 2019 it was made for the movie called To Be in Service. I think that's what it's called. Hold on, let me see. To Be on Surface, yeah. I was close though. My least favorite, I'm gonna have to go with American Reckoning is my least favorite. It's just that it's just so bluesy. It sounds like they were trying to be like the old Aerosmith. Alright. Next up is lastly, the new album, Forever. Great album. I actually surprisingly good. My favorite off there, I'm gonna go with Living Proof. Come back to the original sound. Yeah, baby. And the talk box. They have not used it since It's My Life. Great song. And my least favorite, I'm gonna have to go with my first guitar. You know, this probably ruined it, but I understand why. And that is all for my favorite and least favorite songs of every Bon Jovi album. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.